it's Jackie and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm so excited because I'm recreating some of my favorite Katniss Everdeen hairstyles from the Hunger Games. A little bit of a throwback, but you guys seem to like it when I did Twilight tutorials as well as Effy Stonem from Skins, so I thought I would do another iconic female character, and I loved the looks in Catching Fire, so that's where I pulled inspiration from. And while the makeup and the outfits are a little bit extravagant, the hairstyles themselves I think are super wearable, so hopefully you get some hair inspiration. And I've partnered with Foxy Bay for today's video. So this is my new interchangeable wand set. So I have 3 different size barrels and I really love this one. I do feel like it's an upgrade because of how these actually connect. So you just pop it in and then twist. And I feel like this won't have as much wear and tear as some of the other wand sets that I've tried. I love how it's laid out, super chic, love the rose gold. And inside you do get a heat protectant mitt, a glove for travel, as well as a little temperature guide. So this lets you know how much heat you should be putting on your hair for your hair type. And I love it. I've been using this for a while and they definitely help with getting the texture I need for these styles. So if you do want to check out this wand set, then there is a link down below and you can use the code FOXYJACKIE for a discount. And anyways, let's just get started with these looks. Thumbs up if you enjoy, and here we go.
Nothing we can do. The final hour before we let it go to red.
First up, I'm going to use the Foxy Bay 3-in-1 Rose Gold Titanium set using the largest barrel, 32mm. This barrel provides big spirals when you curl thin sections and loose waves when you curl thicker sections, so I'm adding both textures in for a natural looking body to the hair in minutes. And because my hair is pretty fine, I have the digital temperature control heat set to 330 degrees Fahrenheit, and I love that you can adjust this for your hair type. Boom, and there are the loose curls for an everyday style, and now we can get into the braid. Leaving the front sections out of the braid for face framing details, pick up a section along your hairline and divide into 3. Start this on the side that has less hair, and now we're going to braid it backwards, picking up sections from the top and bottom for a Dutch braid. This means the hair strands are weaving under each other rather than over for a pop-out braid effect. Once you've done a couple Dutch braid wefts, I use clips to separate the 3 sections to give my arms a break and then create the twisted texture that makes Katniss's braid so unique. Pick up a top section of hair. I like to do this to hide my part, and twist 2 sections around each other and loosely tug at the sides for an undone texture. Now just pin underneath the braid and we will incorporate this in and remove the bobby pin so it's just integrated into the main braid. Repick up the original braid and keep the Dutch braid going, bringing in pieces from the top and bottom so the braid wraps around the head. A couple more wefts, and again, let's stop and create the twisted texture. Pin so we can repick up the main braid and incorporate the twist in. And repeat. Once you're at your shoulder, continue to finish off the braid normally. And I'm adjusting the style, tweaking the size of the braid by fanning it out slightly, and using my Foxy Bay wand to perfect that front texture and pin up the side for a side bang look. I love this for an everyday style, especially with the soft curls that look shiny after the rose gold titanium, and my curls last until I shower, which is perfect. And I've sprayed in some temp hair color for those deep Katniss Everdeen locks, and here is the iconic look number 1, and as always, check the down bar for outfit details. Okay, and now for another all-time fave Katniss look of mine, the gorgeous and fierce capital look representing District 12. This look is all about big, curly texture and accessorizing, so I'm utilizing 2 of the 3 barrels in this Foxy Bay set for looser waves through my ends to keep the length, and tighter curls up on top for more volume. Multi-using barrels creates depth in different layers, that's why I love this set, and I've sectioned my hair in 2. And I'm going to comb out and use the 25mm wand curling away from the face. And because Katniss's curls have a bit more of a zigzag wave texture than a perfect spiral curl, I like to scrunch the curl as it cools to replicate that texture. I love that I can set the heat temperature again. It's really important for my thin and color treated hair to not fry it with hot tools heated up too high. I've turned off the wand, and using the heat protectant glove, I am popping out that first wand and inserting the 19mm wand for a more coiled look up on top. I'm starting at the back and curling right near the root, and we're going to use the same technique of scrunching the curl as it cools. Just work around the head, and how glam are these curls? I love this combo. It's very old Miley Cyrus hair, and like I said before, these curls really do hold for me, and you'll see the second day curls in the last bridal style. Add a bit of teasing to the back and throughout the top section of curls for added volume, and pick up a front section and we're going to pin backwards, followed by a bigger section with a slight twist and pin. More temporary hair color and a unique cut dress, and here is a look at my DIY headpiece. I took a black headband and added black lace, metallic cord, and black string for the base, and then I secured an array of floral wire and thread wrapped around it for texture on top for a glam yet earthy headpiece. Also mixed in some feathers, and there you have it. If you want details on how I recreated these makeup looks, definitely check out my Instagram because I did post some close-ups and products that are used. And finally, the last look. Stay with me, this is actually quite simple to do. It's all just basic braids, but it does take a little bit of patience in placing them to create this epic updo. This is my second day curls after being brushed out a lot, so if there was no temporary dye in here, they'd keep a lot better as well, but it's amazing that I still have a gorgeous texture to work with thanks to my curling set. And first up, separate a large section on either side of your center part, and we're going to create a simple French braid until you hit the top of your ear and then braid normally down. Because I do have fine hair, I'm adding in an extension at the back for more body to the bun I'm creating, and then braiding the other side doing the same thing. This would actually be a super cute festival style. Thumbs up if you want some festival hair ideas as well, and then divide the rest of your hair into two. And lightly twist into a bun shape secured with bobby pins to hold in place. This gives more control than an elastic and you're not going to snag any hairs. And then take a side braid and lay over the base of the bun and wrap around, tucking in the end under the base of the bun, and of course use lots of bobby pins. Other side, wrap around the bottom and hide the ends. This is a gorgeous wearable half updo that I'm obsessed with, and now is where we are adding in all the accent braids. So there's a total of 4 medium-sized braids and then 2 tiny ones for detail. Create a simple mini braid for details later from right behind the ear. And I'm adding in an extension for volume again. This is optional, of course, and then just pick up 1/4 of the hair and braid normally. This will become the crown braid we see when Katniss looks straight on. And hide those ends as always, and create the same size braid again with the same accent braid right behind the ear. This time I twisted the mini braid and the medium-sized braid together and created an abstract design to create interest to the style. These braids were totally unexpected in the hairstyle, so have fun with this, or you can just lay them over like you did with the first crown braid. And now with the little braid we left out, I am going to add this on top of the bun secured with bobby pin, and I'm tucking in the ends to the bun hole. Finally, the last 2 braids will be draped across the neck. I French braided the first 3 wefts to bring in the baby hairs that I have so that they were comfortable, but you can just do a simple braid. And then hide behind the base braids through the center. Tightly braid the last section and pull through the first loop and into the base bun. adjust the braids, and I'll give you a look while you can still see the pattern a little bit better with my highlights before I deepen it. And I added some gorgeous feathers with some jewels on them, and this really pops against the dark hair. I felt like a futuristic fairy angel with this style, and while it looks complicated, when you break it down in sections, I promise it's really not that hard at all. It just takes a bit of patience. Let me know which look is your favorite from my top 3 Katniss hairstyles. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed these Katniss Everdeen hairstyles, and if you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. It really helps me out, and let me know in the comments which movie or book was your favorite from the series, as well as which hairstyle is your favorite from today's tutorial. I think mine is this one. Originally I did the intro and outro in the first style I did, but then I wanted to go glam, so I'm redoing it. And yeah, I love these curls. I will for sure be wearing them again, and I had so much fun like DIYing all these little props for the video, so hopefully you enjoyed it. And if you do want to stay updated with me on Instagram, then I'm under Jackie Wyers. I do tons of lives and let you guys know which videos are coming up. And one more time, if you want to check out the Foxy Bay 3-in-1 set, then I will have a link down below, and you can use code FoxyJackie for a discount. Really, really love this set. You'll be seeing it for sure in future tutorials, and I will see you in my next one.
It's such a heartbeat pounding in your chest in this store.